So we are live here at the Comic Book Manhattan Beach. This is the Retro Ranger wrap-up. Welcome to the show. No, we're not live.
No.
Lies.
Then that came on. Let me know when we're back up. Oh, I guess we're back up.
Okay.
Welcome to the show. Today we have a great show for you. We're going to talk some a little Power Ranger news. We dropped an exclusive on THS hashtaggers, THS Power Rangers and THS hashtaggers just about like 30 minutes ago. About 30 minutes ago. So check that out. Drink me. Where's my drink? It ain't going to make itself, Jarvis.
Okay, sir.
So yeah, why is my thing not caught up to us?
Oh, that's weird.
It's weird. It is
Lagging.
weird. It is weird, but we're here anyway. We're going to be
There it
talking retro Power Rangers. Guys, this is you're back. Welcome back.
Thank you. I am back.
Where were you?
Father's Day stuff
I
last
saw you
week.
Saturday.
Oh,
For
yeah.
a quick second.
Oh, yeah. At Superhero Summerfest.
Superhero Beatdown Summerfest.
Yes. That was actually really fun.
It was.
I enjoyed that.
It was, man, it's all choppy. It's all choppy. I hate it when it's like that. Is it choppy
Chip,
for
chop,
you
chop,
guys? Okay, so we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the 3 episodes today. We're going to talk about, what did you see? You saw Jurassic World? You hated it?
No. I liked it because it was exactly what I expected, which was Jurassic World. It's pretty much Jurassic Park, a little bit more.
A little more Chris Pratt.
A little bit.
That makes it better.
It was Jurassic.
In some aspects, and then
It
kind of
was-
crappier in some others.
Yeah, it was Jurassic
Can't win 'em all.
Park with Chris Pratt.
I like that.
It was Jurassic Park with
With
Chris
Chris
Pratt.
Pratt.
This
That's
is a true
all it
story.
was. So they were like, all right, let's tone it up a little bit, and here's some laughs, and he won't be shirtless though.
No, I already don't like it
and
then.
when I saw it, there's a scene, his opening scene, where you see him like he's hammering something, and I'm looking, and I'm like, so you weren't shirtless on Infinity, or you weren't shirtless on?
You know what
Are you
that
trying to
means?
get your wife back? Like, I wonder, because I know she loved him doughy.
Well-
That was her thing.
Well, that's the thing, too. I think he's just having more fun.
Well, I think so. I
Because
think
that's the
he's
thing.
like, yeah, dude,
how did you
I'm-
get so buff? I
Because
cut out
I-
everything fun.
I
It's
remember
like,
he did
yeah.
say how he was like, I don't like this.
Yeah.
He was like, this isn't me, and I don't like this. I remember that was always the thing about it. So I wonder if he was just like, yeah, I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't need to be Marvel strong.
He's been hot once, and those pictures will live forever, and he never has to do it again.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
So reeling us back into Power Rangers.
Yes.
Christopher Kamen Lee, if you go check out the article right now on that show.com. It's also on our Facebook page on that hashtag show and THS Power Rangers, and also in THS hashtaggers. Go check out the articles. It talks about Christopher Kamen Lee. He says that he wants an animated Power Rangers series. He wants to relive the glory days that Hasbro had in the 80s when it was G.I. Joe, My Little Pony, Gem and the Holograms, which you were talking about earlier, Transformers. He wants to talk about all that stuff. He wants an animated Power Rangers series. Before we get into what you guys think, we have the Super Chat feature. Go and use it. What does that do? That helps support the show. That helps put on a good Power Morphicon for you guys. That helps keep Power Morphicon free for you guys. So go and use the Super Chat feature whenever you get a chance. Like I said, it helps everything else out. We have the THS Hashtaggers group. So if you're looking for that article that I was just talking about, join THS Hashtaggers on Facebook. The article's right there. Just click it and you can read all about it. And last but not least, we have the TeePublic store where you can gear up.
I'm wearing one.
Oh, you are. You
There
can
you
Doctor
go.
Strange, Stranger Things
you go.
mashup.
gear up with all of our latest geek gear. Now, Toku Kid just got himself a hashtag show phone case.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So you can get what you need to get there. All of your geek needs. Show up to Power Morphicon in style.
Yes.
All right, back to this animated thing. What do you guys think? You want an animated Power Ranger show?
I've always wanted one. Remember, I talked about that before. But the thing is, I want one with like older voices, and I've been told that can't happen.
I mean,
sorry.
especially like
Why? Why
cameos,
can't it
though.
happen?
They
I
can
remember,
definitely do it.
Is this
when we
all
talked about it
vodka,
once-
by the way? Jesus.
It's a little bit of a mix.
The soda's old.
No, but I remember when we talked about it once, and I was like, yeah, I would love an animated one with, like, let's go back, like, pretty much what Go-Go is doing. I would love that animated, and I would love it with, like, JDF and Amy Jo Johnson, blah, blah, blah. And then I remember it was like, well, but think about that, Dan, their schedules and what they do. Are they going to be able to have time to come in, sit in a booth, and do that? And I was like, dang, that's what you're right. But I would love it. I would love it.
And
I'm
if
thinking
not even
Hasbro-
major characters, but they can always come in and do like cameo
See,
voices
but the
and
thing
like.
is, I think Hasbro has the money and is willing to throw the money at them to actually have it done, which wouldn't be bad. And it would kind of still give some life to it, but I don't want to end the live action. That's the thing. Let the live action, what's happening right now, still be that, but we do a go-go that's animated, and then we can even have, you can have 2 films running. You can have the live action films that are running, as well as an animated
Do you think that's a little oversaturation, though?
Why not? When we have X-Men that kind of does it, we have...
X-Men's, look at their film universe, though.
True, but I was going to say also with DC, but that's the answer also. Look at
their
film
universe.
But their animated universe isn't too bad. And their animated film universe does pretty well, even though it's home.
And then if you even say Marvel, look at their animated
universe.
So.
Crap, yeah, it's like, how do you figure out the juggle both? But I feel that Hasbro possibly can, because their animated universe, it does go well when they actually want it to. Their animated universe for Transformers, they had something great when they did Beast Wars. Now, I know that's years ago, but after that, after Beast Wars, they decided to just do nothing but cash grabs. Anything we put out has to sell a toy, has to sell a toy, has to sell a toy. I found out more about that on what is that, the
Toys That Made Us?
Yeah, when they talked about it, and they were like, Beast Wars, it was the best Transformers series we ever put out. It was really good. The only problem was we weren't selling enough toys because we chose to actually deliver a good story. So the thing is, they were like, after a while, they were like, all right, introduce another character or change them up, evolve them. We need to do this, we need to do that. And when they started to do that, the show failed. And it was like, yeah, it failed because people started to realize, oh, you're doing cash grab. I don't want it. But make a show that you're able to still make money off of just the advertisement itself, and then after that you can have your film where people are going to buy the toys and everything else, like I do right now with Transformers, the film franchise.
True.
Maybe? I think that if they do an animated series, it should be based around the Lord Draken world, and it should be a Netflix show. Only 13 episodes per season, and then after the first season, change it and make it focused on somebody else or another season.
But would you like it TVMA or TV14? Because I don't want
TV14.
I think because it has to appeal to kids if you're going to bring in that audience. That's a major thing.
So then
I think people are definitely hating the choppiness because we're losing viewers.
Oh, shoot.
Gosh. It's stuck at 1080.
But
I can't get it down to 720.
Oh yeah, because you know why? We're at 1080. Let's get us down to 720.
Oh, sorry guys. We're trying to give you like the best picture ever. Are we gonna have to kill it?
You have to kill the stream and restart it.
So we're gonna go on a quick hiatus for 2 seconds.
We'll be right back, people.
Just a second.
Thank you guys for watching. We'll be right back.
Enjoy this commercial break with no commercials.
Yes.
You know what we were planning? We're back, but we don't know if you're back with us. You're definitely not caught up to us yet. However, we are back. We've had a little technical difficulties, but what's to be expected here at the hashtag show?
We're live.
It's fixed. We're live. Everything
we don't know if it's fixed.
Happens.
We don't know if it's fixed. We don't know.
Usually when things go live, always expect something bad to happen. That's what I've definitely learned. And it's like, well, we've learned to roll with the punches, and we still try to make sure we give you the best
So back to this animated series thing. I asked the Rangers this, and it's one of our other exclusives. What would you want to cross the franchise over? What would you want to cross the franchise over with?
It's a given Transformers.
That does make sense. I don't know. I'm not good with ideas. I'll just pass it off to you.
Mask. I say Mask.
Oh, that is dope.
They already have cars that transform into things.
Yes.
And they already have helmets and the costumes. Oh. Mask. Go check it out. It's actually comic. I'll show you that when we're done. It's pretty cool.
I wish Hasbro...
Look how not choppy that is. I like it.
I wish Hasbro purchased Exo Squad. I really do. No?
That's okay.
Exo Squad.
Exo Squad wasn't really my
but
thing.
with Power Rangers, that would have been great.
It would have been okay.
I loved Exo Squad. Oh man.
It would have been okay.
Oh, I mean, come on, like the mechs versus well.
Sure, I'm sure that there would have been a, yeah.
Okay, fine. Then the other given, which is Pacific Rim.
That's what I was thinking. But is it too similar? Where it's like, what's the difference between like magically built mechs versus human built mechs.
Exactly
it's the same.
same.
That's what they basically. That's why I like Pacific Rim so much, because it's Power Rangers.
Yeah, it's like, oh,
it is.
you're like,
Without
especially the
magic.
last movie because it's so fun.
Yeah.
The last movie was like a lot like Power Rangers.
Yeah, like Voltron, Pacific Rim, Power Rangers. Which one?
Yeah, because like
do?
all of those are kind of the same. I was like, Voltron would have been probably my first suggestion, but I'm like, it's the same exact show.
Yeah, but Power Rangers was still first.
That's true. And I guess if they meet up, because Power Rangers are only in Angel Grove, so you want superheroes all around the world. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Man, so I'm just gonna let you guys know I'm well ahead. Like I'm gonna be done with Zeo tonight. I'm well ahead of where we are in the shows. I can't wait for you to get to Zeo because the show, I think personally, the episodes are so much better.
Do we have a whole bunch of episodes until we get there?
I think we have a whole nother season.
Oh man! So you're gonna keep going, and you're gonna be like, all right, I'm
my
done
whole
with
goal,
everything.
my whole goal is to finish the whole series by Power Morphicon.
Whoa! So you're doing.
But
about,
now
like,
I don't actually think it's. I mean, guess it's possible, but I don't think it's realistic because I have to prep for Comic-Con. I'm already interviewing the cast of the cast of what's it called? Voltron.
Oh, how fun!
So yeah.
And they're done, right? Like this is their last season. The 6th season was their last season, right?
No.
Wait, no.
Oh, they're gonna.
No, they have like another 30 episodes.
Oh, jeez. I thought like this was because right now Lotor is all teamed up with them. Oh, okay. I watch Voltron, but damn. Okay, that's not bad. So there's no.
Josh is causing a wildfire. People want to block Josh from Twitter now.
Don't block Josh.
What?
Or hashtag show. He's causing a wildfire over there.
Come on, man. You know what? Honestly, I'm going to say this when it comes to Twitter. If you come at us and you don't expect us to be able to come back at you, like, what's the deal? I don't get that. I never get that. Like, you're gonna clap at us and not expect us to give you applause? I'm going to clap back. That's the whole point of applause. You know, okay, well, now we all stand up and we all clap together. It's
I
gonna
like
happen
clapping.
that way.
Maybe I should join Twitter. That sounds like a fun.
Like clapping. Yeah, you know, I'm just saying, we're gonna give you. You clap at us. Don't be afraid or shocked that we're gonna give you a standing ovation.
What's so bad if you get blocked on Twitter? Let's find out.
If we get blocked on Twitter, like it would be like blocked at Twitter for what, one person?
Wait, how do
you
you get
started
blocked
the
on...
fight?
Wait, you could
No,
get
it's
blocked
somebody
on
else
Twitter?
said it because he keeps tweeting about the show and they're not watching it.
Oh my God! Well then, don't be upset at that, man. So many people are live tweeting. I understand that maybe you're following us and now you're like, oh, you're live tweeting and I'm upset.
Can you block those
You can
hashtags?
you can turn off your notification for us.
Yeah.
For about an hour or two.
Yeah.
And then come back to us. It's fine. Not a big deal. You know, I understand. Nobody likes spoilers, or some people don't like them. Whatever. Other people love them. I mean, we thrive off of giving you spoilers, and people love it. So.
It's hard. I'm one of those anti-spoiler things, but it's like,
Oh, yeah?
if you know and you've been warned of like, hey, spoiler alert, then, or we're gonna talk about this show, maybe you should just shut that off.
And now with you being an anti-spoiler person, and we're here at that hashtag show.
I've gotten
That's what
spoilers.
I'm saying.
I've definitely gotten
even
spoilers.
With this, even with Power Rangers, even though we do retro, we get spoilers for current season. For example, the anniversary or the celebration that's happening, 25th celebration, 25th year celebration. We have a lot of info, and if you're a person that doesn't like to be spoiled, but you work with a team that it's like, we thrive to provide the fans with these spoilers,
It's a little hard. Okay, so for Power Rangers specifically, I don't mind because like what you guys are saying, it's like it's always getting better, so it actually gives me something to look forward to. But as far as like a movie that's coming out, like, hey, Marvel, and like this person's gonna die, I'd be like, what? No. So then you go into the movie and you're just sitting there waiting for it to happen, and you're just waiting for this other boot to drop. You're not really engaged in the story anymore. You're just like, I'm waiting for this to happen, I'm waiting for this to happen, and you don't have that emotional involvement.
Oh, look, it was his co-host that said that. He's chiming in, so I'm gonna chime in now.
See, this is what happens, people. When you all go ahead and open the cage, don't be afraid of the fact that a lion's going to come out and get you. I mean, you know?
Well, dude wasn't even following us.
He wasn't even following us? Okay, breaking news, guys. If you guys don't know what's going on, what I do
Let's
suggest
have all of our followers chime in.
That's what I was going to say. What I suggest you guys do is go on to Twitter and go at that hashtag show. And you'll see our recent tweets that we had concerning Westworld. Is it Westworld?
Yes.
Because Westworld is having the finale right now. And while we're
tweets and replies, you got to go to tweets and replies.
Tweets and replies. And we're live tweeting the Westworld show right now. So while we're doing that, we have someone who wasn't even following us, but was following at least either the hashtag Westworld Series Season 2, or he was following at Westworld, and he saw that we live tweeted. And he says, why? Why are you even live tweeting? And then some other guy starts talking mess about us and blah, blah, saying, well, this is stupid, and, you know, et cetera, et cetera. So,
well, you don't have to follow it then. Just don't read it. I don't think it's that hard.
You're not even following
Or is it?
us.
I don't know. I don't know how to Twitter.
No. But well, no, you're right. No, you're right though. You're not even following us.
Then why
You
are
were
you
following-
reading this?
He was following a hashtag.
You're a
that we
bully.
mentioned.
Don't be a Kimberly. Get out of here. Yeah,
Don't be a Kimberly. Don't be a Kimberly, guys. That's what you're going to take away from this episode.
More replies thing.
Oh, where it's like a few more replies and it
Maybe
just keeps
we
going.
do it.
Man.
Did you scare him away? Maybe, yeah, maybe he deleted all his comments then.
No, he didn't. I mean, I still see some of them on here.
Oh, okay.
You can continue. You can follow.
Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna.
There's a ridiculous, like, the thread is going, guys. If you have not, just head right over and look at that hashtag show. Click on tweets and replies. Once you do, you'll start to see exactly what's happening. It is a thread that is making headlines.
You want to read one of the tweets? Oh, you don't want to
Oh.
give him any more coverage then?
Well, yeah.
We already have.
Well, I don't want to give the coverage to the person. I want
Yeah.
you guys to follow us and see exactly what's happening. But there is a lot happening right now. But I'm just wondering, well, why are you following? Why are you continuing with this? And the only reason he's continuing is so this way he can try to build his fan base.
All right, back to this. My mind's with you guys now. Oh, we got super chats. I didn't even say. All right, so Mikey Prez gives a Voltron or G-Force crossover. Can't wait for PMC.
Wait,
Cyril
G-Force,
Moore,
the little hamsters?
I don't know.
you
Cyril Moore
mean
says
G-Force, the
MMPR
bird
and
thing.
SWAT Cats crossover. They just want attention. Look, I'm going to show you guys. Why
agree
don't
with
you
you.
guys? How about I do this?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to copy a tweet, and I want you guys to all respond to it if you're on Twitter.
Put it in
Exactly.
all the hashtags.
Yes.
In all the hashtag
Yes.
tags?
So
Yes.
here's what I'm
Yeah.
going to do. I'm going to try to copy this tweet. Let's see if I can do it. Yeah, copy tweet. Here, I want you guys to reply. There it is. Copy that link and then reply to that Twitter and just be like, yo, who are you guys? Like, nobody's heard of you. That's what I want you to
Channel
do.
your, like,
That's your,
inner Kimberlys.
that's
and
your,
then be
that
me.
is your guys' mission right now.
Oh my
Dude, I want to
God.
see if we can get some interaction there.
Oh, this is crazy.
Go ahead, everybody. Let's see how strong you guys are. If you guys are on Twitter, I just want to see where you guys stand with all this.
And if you're not, maybe you should get a Twitter, because I'm considering it right now.
Well, now I know why you don't follow you, but why are you even having this conversation? I don't. Oh God. I'm sorry. This is just ridiculous. Oh.
Listen, sometimes people need to be taught lessons.
Okay.
I'm a big advocate on that. If they have, my whole thing is that especially on Twitter, if people want to voice their opinion and think that it's going to be scot-free and get off and say whatever they want, not on my watch, because you're going to get called out, because that's what I do. I call people out.
Man, this is like a Black Mirror episode.
Oh yeah.
You know which one I'm talking about?
Yeah.
About
Or-
the-
yeah.
I feel that Twitter's a great way of communicating with people. It is off the rails. I feel that Twitter's a great way of
That's a really
communicating
good
with people, but I also feel that some people take it a little too seriously, and then they start backtracking once other people call them out.
Yeah.
It's happened in the past. It's happening again. I want to see. Right now, I haven't seen any of you guys tweet yet. So let's see.
Oh my God. This
I
is so
really like this
trippy to
warning,
me.
though. You should make it even bigger. Covering
As
everybody's
your
face.
co-host chimed in.
Oh my God.
I'm going to pretend like I'm tweeting. Boop,
Right.
boop,
You're.
boop, boop, boop.
This is me tweeting. This is ridiculous, man.
Is he just being really mean, or her? He or she? Is it? Being,
It's a him.
Is he being just like a bully?
Oh, did you just?
He's
run
trying
to
to
the
be.
Mom?
Oh.
Oh, this is great. Oh. Yeah, he's trying to be. but
Go
the thing is
reply
he's not-
something.
He's not as witty, and that's the problem. Because he's like, okay, I'm saying this and I'm saying that, but you're like, but you're not really doing anything.
Look at that, guys!
You
Come
got
on,
some.
let's see all your support on Twitter. We don't have Twitter support from these guys.
Your co-host chimed in.
He did. All right, so let's move back to this. I guess I would actually love to see Joe and somebody else roast someone. Then go on Twitter and see it.
Yeah, you can check it out right
now.
now.
Someone roast you, Jalen, right here live.
Wait.
I'm just kidding.
Their co-host came in.
Oh, look, Layla. Layla chimed in. Who are you guys? Thank you, Layla. Anyway, all right, let's talk about this.
Wait. So now I need to figure out not only who you are, but who your co-host is too.
Yeah.
That's what
He says he doesn't have a co-host, which makes this tweet very confusing because it's somebody else that works for. Look, I'll see. You can see this dude's tweet. Oh, maybe he doesn't have a co-host.
Is he Krampus?
Not only figure.
Is this guy you're talking to Krampus?
We're talking to Krampus right now. I love this.
You are, but also
Layla's the best. She tweeted for us.
Thanks, Layla.
Also, who your co-host is.
That's so funny. All right, let's move. Daniel's going to tweet, and I'm going to move on for this. And I want you guys to keep going. So yes, we're starting a Twitter war with somebody we don't even know, but that's just what has to happen sometimes, guys. It's just what has to happen. Go check out that link and roast that dude. That's my mission to you guys. Roast that dude. You see me roast people all the time, so let's see you do it. Let's talk about these episodes. First of all, we got Scavenger Hunt.
Oh boy.
What do you want to say about Scavenger Hunt? What do you remember from this episode? Let's go start there.
All right, Scavenger Hunt. Well, see, this is the thing. Scavenger Hunt is right off the heels of the fire episode where Aisha was already being a thunder cunt. Is the best way to say it. I'm sorry.
And that was like her introduction too. I was really sad about that one.
I'm already signed up. You know what? Like how people are saying lately.
And it's not like she was possessed by Zedd either. It was just like all of her own accord. I wish like Zedd was like, I'm going to make you super crazy.
Yes, censor this. Because honestly, I feel like, yeah, she was a thunder beep. That's it.
Go ahead.
And the thing is, no, P.S. I've already... Aisha, I'm sorry, your character's canceled. That's it for me. I'm not a fan anymore. I'm not subscribing. I don't care. Because you've gotten to a point where I hate you just on that episode alone.
Like your introduction, like how... I don't know. Even Rocky's introduction episode kind of like, I was like, wait, what's going on? Yeah, why is everyone a jerk?
Oh, God, this was just not great
But at least Rocky could, like, pass it off, being like, oh, I was controlled by Zedd, and I like having fun.
And then we come to this episode, and the Scavenger Hunt, like, okay, so now I have to already deal with Kim, which we already know is kind of a bully. And she's a mean girl. And now we know why her and Aisha are really good friends, because they're both really annoying people, and no one else wants to hang out with them. So now, here they are during the Scavenger Hunt, and we start off with Kim automatically, you know, giving orders to people. It's a red car! Go over there! Let's take this picture! You know, I'm like, well, okay, alright. And Tommy's like, you're my girlfriend. Let me
Please
take
don't
the
hit me!
Yeah,
like, his actual instinct's like, oh! She just says hi to Tommy, and he's already like, oh, I'm sorry.
Don't hit me! But no, so there's a Scavenger Hunt, and then Lord Zedd is bored and has nothing to do on the moon. Every moment he gets a chance. There's no TV on the moon, so what does he do? He tunes into the Power Rangers' lives. And that's what he does. He sees them. Scavenger Hunt! I'll send you on a scavenger hunt!
Through all the dimensions!
Yeah, through all these dimensions! Ah! And then immediately I was like, okay, well, now we know what our problem is going to be on the episode. And here goes Zord. Here goes, you know, Lord Zedd being a douche. And immediately making everyone's life 10 times harder than it has to be.
Yeah, okay, so I kind of get the whole Scavenger Hunt, but like, talking about the Beast story, was this a racist thing against gypsies? Wait, it was a weird, I don't know, like, it's one of those things where I'm not the most politically correct person, nor the most aware person of these things, but I saw that and it was like a little cringeworthy for me.
It was kind of messed up because the gypsy, well, but then again, ultimately she was a scammer, right?
No, but she was true. She's like, I'm going to lead you to the Power Rangers, and you think she actually does.
She wasn't a scammer.
Like, she wasn't, and everyone's like...
That's right. It was just, her powers weren't
necessarily attuned specifically of, like, it's these 6 kids right here.
Exactly. And they really, like, Billy starts off being like, ha, really? Oh, wow. So you're a gypsy, so you're psychic or something?
And you got powers? Like, I don't think you have powers. Like, not like the Power Rangers. I was like, Way to talk, Billy. What a be?
I'm like, wow, Billy, slow down.
You guys have been found out almost every third episode. Someone has almost found out your identity. You are not one to talk.
Yeah, but he was just immediately like, yeah, that's clearly fake. And then of course Aisha chimes in, oh, that's stupid. You know, like they're just, and she's like, I'm just trying to make a living here. You know, poor Gypsy.
Do you know how hard it is to get hired? And high school students are hiring me. I take what I can get.
Yeah, you know, literally, you can tell she's an adult and she's being paid by high school students.
Yeah.
She's taking any dollar she can get. Don't be the people that go ahead and just shut her down, man. That's so wrong. Help her out. She still lives in Angel Grove. Don't you want to help the economy of Angel Grove?
Like every little bit you can.
Well, apparently they don't care about the economy of Angel Grove because they get free smoothies and everything from Ernie, who is definitely in the red. Ernie is like probably on his third or fourth mortgage on his house. It's leaned.
He doesn't even have a house. He lives in the juice bar. And apparently Ernie doesn't even work in the juice bar when the monsters attack.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Ernie don't work never. I don't know.
Ernie doesn't work. I don't
Give
even
away
think
free stuff.
Yeah, he doesn't have employees, and yet everyone is always there at the juice bar, enjoying everything that's there. So I'm like, are they just like reaching behind, making their own? They're just like, all right, this is great. And Ernie's like, oh hey, what do you guys? I can't complain. I'm a horrible man. I'm a horrible business owner. Like, and that's all that's happening there. But
like everyone's horrible to everybody. Where it's just like this woman comes in, is hired, they're making fun of her, but also it's like, do you have to call her a gypsy? She can't just be like a fortune teller. Like, is that? I don't know if that's like a derogatory name. Like, I'm not aware enough of things.
Yeah, just because you're a fortune teller doesn't necessarily make you a gypsy. Just because you're a gypsy doesn't necessarily make you a fortune teller. A gypsy is an individual that
we got a super chat by Larry.
Oh.
You didn't say anything.
I just did.
No, Larry didn't.
Oh, he didn't say anything.
You
No.
didn't add anything to your super chat.
Thank you, Larry. We appreciate it, man.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Just that on its own is nice.
Okay, so yeah, this episode was whatever.
It had no lesson. It had no moral. It had no like profound impact on any of the characters. I was kind of like, what the hell is this?
This episode was really just a kind of flyby. I forgot who was the monster.
It was a cannon. But like, see, in the beginning, Kimberly's taking pictures
Oh, Red
of the
Phoenix
scavenger.
in there defending us. Thank you so much. Keep going. Keep going, Red Phoenix.
Thank you very much.
Who's Red Phoenix?
He's in there, and he's in there. Yeah.
Cool.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Red Phoenix. Oh, that's a genius name. You're like the Red Phoenix, right? Dopeness. 'Cause that's red for Power Rangers, and then Phoenix for whatchamacallit? The Phoenix Ranger.
I know it's Red Phoenix, probably from.
That's what I was thinking. I thought it was.
It could be that. It also could be Zeo Rangers because in Zeo it's the Red Phoenix.
There you go. Stop the madness. No. See. Our producer Daniel is trying to undermine us here. No. Let the madness flow, people. Let the madness flow. I mean, we're not like bullying or anything.
But
like
you have to defend yourself sometimes.
Yeah, I feel that sometimes people take things out of hand. And look, we weren't trying to pick a beef. Josh was just trying to live tweet. And by the way, I feel that Josh should be tweeting from his own personal account defending us as well.
Oh yeah,
but he's not. Don't.
Watch.
Oh yeah, true. Well,
You're done now.
You're done.
Multitask.
Go back and forth.
Now something else. Go next door.
There you go. What are you doing next door?
Secrets?
They what? Oh yeah, good call.
Oh, God.
There we go.
That man's in there. Okay.
Aw.
Ah, shoot.
Okay.
But
let's
yeah,
see.
like, so the bad guy with a cannon.
And the thing is, like, the scavenger hunt, like, Kimberly was taking
Layla,
pictures.
you are amazing.
Taking pictures of the stuff.
Yeah.
But then some people are actually collecting things.
Yeah.
You
So
can collect a car. I don't understand how the scavenger hunt works.
Well, yeah, you can't collect the car, so you have to take a picture of it.
But everything else they
because
collect?
the riddle was something like, it's red and it gets you there, or it's fast, or blah, blah, yada, yada. And they're like, oh, boom, red car, perfect, this is it. And they
But
took a
like
picture.
certain things, like Billy was the one like, oh, my cousin left this cannon here last week, and this is part of the scavenger hunt. Like, how the hell is the other
I
team
don't
gonna find
understand.
that? How many teams are participating? Like, why aren't you
Yeah,
just
'cause they
taking
said-
pictures of things in the city? Like,
The
how
riddle
does
the riddle
this
for
work?
that one was, knight or kings used it
Yeah,
as weapons.
and it's like
they were
falls
like,
from
oh,
the
a
sky?
Sword? Yeah, and then
I
but
was
they're like a sword, but it falls from the sky.
could it not also be like a trebuchet or
Oh,
like
jeez, my God. Look at you.
I built one of those. They're so
Oh,
fun.
see, that's why. That's why. Oh my God, trebuchet. Who just has that in their vocab? Just, and yet, okay, so that explains why you had.
You
'cause
know,
I was
gotta
sitting there
launch
like,
some stuff.
God.
I was like,
Okay.
oh, a cannon, that makes sense too. Cool.
Okay, yeah, so we'll accept it, a cannon, you know, and then, yeah, so, but It just happened to be that they. So
And they
how is
haven't-
everyone else gonna have a cannon? Like, you know, that was the thing. It wasn't like a sculpture that's in the town of someone like, you know, oh, I founded Angel Grove and
Yeah.
I'm standing on top of this cannon. No, it's a cannon. No one just has a cannon lying around.
Well, Billy does,
Well,
and
Billy's
maybe
the
that's
only
why
one.
their team won.
That could be it, which
But-
means that it's clearly rigged.
Or the other team also had a cannon, and Zedd is like, I don't like their cannon. I want to make sure I pick specifically
Well,
on Billy's
no, he was
cannon.
like, great, okay, they have a cannon, but I need to make sure that they suffer with the tools that help them win.
But see, it wasn't
remember,
a thing
it's
that was
psychological.
like really personal to Billy, not like that saxophone thing that was really personal to like Zach's family. It's like, no, I'm just gonna pick something
Look at the
that
trebuchet. Oh my god.
This episode was pointless, though.
Yes, it was.
there's no moral, no lesson, no character
No
development.
character development.
This
It was
like,
just literally a flyover state. This is a flyover episode. That's
Yeah.
what it was. It was like, you can move on from this, and there was nothing that was like, ooh, ah about it.
Nope.
Oh, gosh.
It was really weak.
Well, with it, nonetheless, what do you guys give it?
Like a 1.5.
Yeah.
I would, yeah. Can I give it a 0.5?
Oh,
It like
nice,
failed on all
nice.
levels. Like even Vulcan Skull's story couldn't save this one for me. It was really
yeah, and
weak.
usually
it was
that's
really weak.
That's usually the
Where
saving
I was like,
grace.
yeah, at least a 2. I give it at least a 2 for them.
Yeah, it's usually the saving grace. I'm giving it a 1, but a 0.5, I'm definitely thinking about it.
Yeah.
And so,
I mean, when you round it up,
what do you
it's
guys
fine.
give it right now? And then also, how many of you guys are on Twitter and have
I
you
know.
jump back on to make sure that you
Yeah, look, these
that's
guys.
CHS hashtaggers, guys. Make sure you're there. Protect the respect. That's what I say. Oh my god.
Standards,
I didn't.
but you've seen your YouTube channel, right?
Jeez. I'm not a background.
And this is a guy that looks like Krampus. He's definitely evil, so you don't have to feel bad being kind of a bully to him.
Yeah.
He'll whip you with chains come Christmas.
Wait, their co-host came in?
I don't think it's their co-host. Said he doesn't have a co-host.
That's a really good one.
Mikey
Mikey
Perez.
Perez wins.
Let's keep going. Keep
I
going.
like that one. Mikey Perez, your little gif. Your little gif is like perfect.
Oh, really?
I like that. Who?
That's funny. This is the most. I don't think he's okay. Regardless. Okay, let's move on. Here's some fun facts about this episode by Daniel. Daniel has a chime in here.
Yeah.
All right, so fun facts. This is the final appearance of the Power Blasters. It's also the first and only time Rocky, Adam, and Aisha ever used them alongside Billy and Kimberly. Kimberly and Billy have new dialogue recorded for when they're saying their weapons' names for the Power Blaster formation instead of the old voice work when Jason, Trini, and Zach were there. Kat would never be shown using the Power Blaster or her individual weapon, the Power Bow, when she shows up eventually. You're not a Kat yet.
Not yet.
It should also be noted that season 3 would be the first season that none of the individual weapons were used, reasons which remain unknown. This is also the final appearance of Tor. It's never explained what happened to the Zord, or why the Rangers stopped using it, because the first Zord's not to be destroyed after making an appearance. Tommy's morph preparation is used for the Power Rangers live tour. Well, they did a live touring show back then. After his first scene, Cannon Top's voice changes in pitch. I don't know if anybody else noticed that.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that.
But also, I wasn't paying too much close attention to this episode. It was really boring for me.
Hey, Larry Newbill, jump on Twitter. I put a link in there. I want you to roast somebody. There's a link. Just scroll up on the chat. Roast that dude.
Get in.
You don't need any reasons.
You don't need any reasons. He's just trying to
do
talk
it.
trash. So go, everybody on Twitter, go roast that guy. I'm going to give you some more fun facts. These are heirs, actually. So the heirs. Tommy calls for the formation of the Thunder Ultra Zord, but the Mega Tiger Zord is formed instead. Tommy also refers to the Red Dragon Thunder Zord as the Thunder Megazord. The shot of Cannon Top being struck by the Power Blaster is merely a monster cannon blast attack, but played backwards.
Oh, weird.
Yeah. So that's that. Chew on that episode. There's
Way
not
to
much to
budget
talk
that
about.
episode.
Yeah, right. They're making a lot out of a little. I feel like in that one. There's not a ton to chew on in that episode.
Which is sad. It's like the other ones with like the put together footage is better than that episode.
Right.
But can't win them all.
Exactly. Oh my god. Like, but hey, I do like to see the white Tiger Zord like show up. I love it when it like transforms and everything.
The white Tiger Zord is pretty cool.
I do. It comes out and you're like, yes, thank God. And I think it's good that we got rid of the turtle. I really do.
Tor?
I'm sorry, man.
He just protects the Zords from being stomped on, right?
Yeah,
he doesn't really do
right? Because
a lot.
Remember, we had 2 instances where it shows up and just immediately, once it shows up, it's on its back. Why? What happened here? Twice. So I don't really think it's needed at all. And I think when it disappeared, it was kind of like, oh, I'm sorry, guys, I really shouldn't be here. And they were like, yeah,
You don't do
we
a
all
whole
agree.
lot for us.
We agree. No one he was like, guys, because I just don't feel like I'm really a crucial part of the team. And no one said anything. They just watched him leave. So it was just like,
but he
does
drain. He drains energy, right? Because he drained half of like not Shenron. That's Dragon Ball.
Oh no, but the Shenron Zord.
The Shenron Zord. He like drains its energy.
Well, that thing is like horrible, and it's like jerry rigged clearly because every time it does anything, it's like no energy, no energy.
I mean, I kind of relate to that.
Toku Kid, I see you, buddy. I love this
Shout
kid.
out.
We got another super chat. Tor, the Mega Tiger Zord, could have been used in Ninja Quest.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Use it in everything.
I mean, I
have no reference for anything
I do
either.
feel that that's a, I feel like that's so weird that they wouldn't use that.
Like why but
It's almost like a waste, right?
Maybe it was just like, well, as far as footage, because they were just tired of, all right, we're going to use the same exact clip every time it rolls out and we're sitting on top of it and it doesn't look like it relates to what's happening.
That's
They
true.
were
It's
just
like gonna fly
maybe we're
across the
gonna stop.
moon.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, we're getting some buffering issues.
Fly across the moon during
I think we're
daylight. And they were like, we're going to stop.
Guys, let me just name off a few of you in the chat right now. I'm going to say Toku Kid, Layla, Red Phoenix. Thank you so much for your tweets. We want to see more of you guys in there tweeting.
Shout out, we definitely appreciate it. This is something actually that we have to realize when it comes to that hashtag show. THS hashtaggers, you guys have no idea how powerful you are.
Show them, show the people. You know what? This is something that, and he was just, you were going to say this, probably rudely cut you off.
Go ahead.
But this is one thing that I do want you guys to, I want you guys to be a vocal community.
Yeah.
Mainly because we have so many people that say certain things, and like Elle said, there's a lot of like, listen, now this guy's backtracking. I just want you guys to realize that. He's backtracking a little bit. He's like, I'm just saying it was stupid to do this, this, and this. It's mainly because all you guys are making a difference. Continue to make that difference. And I'm going to tell you why. Because this dude wanted to try to pick a fight. Now he's feeling stupid.
Yeah, because now there are other people vocalizing and saying, well, dude, why are you even opening your mouth?
Where are some of these gifts?
I don't have a co-host.
That's one that Josh put. That's
probably retweet.
That's a good
this
one,
person
Josh.
just is making assumptions and knows nothing about me or my channel. I don't have a co-host. Read my reply. Retweet.
You should write
This
back.
person-
You know what you should write back? Oh, maybe because nobody else is watching your channel either.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Like, oh, okay, cool. So what you're saying is nobody's watching your channel.
Anyway, yeah, it's true. Listen, I'm gonna tell you, when people do this and then they start like getting into the fire, it makes them stop. So it's lesson learned. Back to this. Back to the next episode. Let's move on to the Great Bookala Escape.
God,
now,
that was weird too.
This was a creepy
I
episode.
did
Was
not-
clearly nightmare fuel.
Oh man, I love this episode.
But it's like the kabuki mask. I was like, is this also racist? I am
is
Japanese
crazy.
and I don't quite know if am I offended? I felt a little offended.
I don't know if I should be offended or not yet.
It talks like Yoda, but also like weird, like.
She was like, I need to call a racial tribunal. I need to know what's going on, guys.
That's why like the gypsy thing where I was like a little uncomfortable and I watched this. I was like, I'm not quite sure if I'm offended.
Funny K comments, we did rank Scavenger Hunt. Most people, like Red Phoenix, gave it a 0.09. Jalen gave it a 2.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see what Layla had to say. Layla said, I would respond to their tweets, but I don't have time for attention whores. Oh, I like that. Mikey Perez 1.5. Matt with a 1. Larry, it's 4 life, not 4. So that's good. You guys all pretty much ranked it pretty low, as did we. We all get it. Kendrick says, you're on fire, Elle. Oh, Elle, that shirt is on fire. I need one. Well, you know where you can get one? You can get one of these shirts at RT Public Store.
Yes.
And Funny Kid Comics gives it a 1. At RT Public Store, this shirt is on there. This exact shirt that she has on is on there. By the way, the cast of Doctor Strange also has this shirt.
Really?
Yeah, so I gave it to them.
Twinsies!
I gave it
Triplets!
to every single member
Quadruplets.
of that cast when I did the interviews with them. So they all actually own these shirts. Whether or not they wear them is another.
I'm gonna pretend like they do.
They probably do at the gym or something. So let's move on to the Great Bookala Escape. It does seem strange, to say the least.
It was weird. It was like a
To say the
doll
least?
in a UFO, but also like a drone. I don't know. This thing was weird.
I kind of like this episode, though, because the Bookala is just so... I mean, I wanted to like the Bookala, but it was just so weird.
What is a Bookala? It's like a kabuki mask.
The voice, too, was like so like...
And also like Yoda, it talks like, and I'm like, oh god, there's so many things wrong with this.
It's so weird.
Oh, I don't know.
What I did like is that they went. I feel they went kind of not out of their way, but they were like, okay, we're really gonna go for continuity. The spaceship, we're gonna have to make sure that we either they got the spaceship that they used, or they had to fabricate and create their own. Also, they had to go ahead and fabricate and create the kabuki guy, or they went and would they just purchase the monster costume already from Toei. Either way it goes, it was like, oh wow, they actually made sure to use it and have it shot with the actual Rangers, because it was in the command center with them and they were talking to it and everything. So I was like, oh my gosh, like continuity, this is beautiful.
Yeah,
like, this
and
is
you
great
don't,
for
and
the first
especially
time.
during season 2 and 1, you don't get that a lot.
No, you
don't
don't.
get a lot of
So
continuity.
that
By the way,
was
I
one
love
thing that was
Toku, because Toku will talk the shit out of somebody.
Yep.
Toku, warrior, hashtag Illuminati. Layla, hashtag Illuminati. Red Phoenix, hashtag Illuminati. Everybody in there supporting hashtag Illuminati. Get on that Twitter.
That's
make
it.
Make those people feel... Don't make them feel stupid. I mean, but make them feel like, they shouldn't try to bully people.
Yeah,
and I'd stand up, and I'll stand up for all of you guys as well.
Have we ever had like another sentient alien life form outside of the ones on the moon? Like that has its own home planet? Because I thought that was interesting.
We have. In Zeo, we get a lot more of it in Zeo.
Oh, okay, so later
really?
on. Because this is like one of
that's
the
a
first
great
times
question.
that I remember where I was like, whoa, this world is actually a lot bigger, because they say that Zedd is tracing this guy across the
Yeah, that's
universe.
right.
And I was like, and he has a home planet, which is also the same thing as his name. They're all Bookalas
Oh,
from
yeah.
Bookala.
Here's what I do
Yeah,
like
I was
about this, though. It's the world building.
Yeah,
Is that
like, it
they're
was
starting to
interesting.
do the world building, which I really, really like.
Yeah,
and I think
that's
that's the smart part.
That's the one thing where I was like, oh, other beings and like, Squat and Babu and Finster, they probably didn't all just was born and raised on the moon. They came from their own planets. Like, I kind of like this concept of making it bigger.
Yeah, and it was like, I was like, what? Like, that was the interesting part.
I don't know
for
what
me.
that is, but that's
the one
so
of the things-
cute.
But what it's doing is that whole thing is the meme where it's like, come on, like, what the F? That's literally
But that
what the
thing
meme
is so adorable. I want one.
That little thing could actually be on Power Rangers.
Now, I got a question. I got
We
a
don't know
question
yet.
for you, Elle. Because the Bookaloo looks like it almost looks like a exploitation of a geisha girl.
Yeah.
Like a parody of a geisha girl, right?
Well, it's specifically like a kabuki mask, which is like Japanese singing, dancing, which is also weird. Like, it
Right.
means... I forget what it means, but I studied it at some point. It's like something that's like leaning away towards the normal with like crazy heavy makeup. Or if you've seen like Big Hero 6, the main guy that wears the kabuki
that's
mask,
right.
that's what this thing is. So,
Jeez, it was just,
but
was
it's
so
weird.
And then like,
but it's created by
the
Japanese
whole-
people too, so I kind of feel like we can't. I mean, they made
yeah,
it.
like,
They
let me
made
ask
it
you
a
guys a
villain.
question. Our culture.
Because we talked about the Power Ranger animated thing. If they did a Power Ranger anime, like an American style anime, do you think that that's paying homage or
There it is.
whoever you ask, homage to the Japanese culture, but in an American style? Or is it like, you know what I mean? Do you get what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
but I kind of like that, like Avatar. Like I'm all down for like American May or
Oh,
whatever it's
that's
called.
right.
Like the Last Airbender.
yeah,
Yeah.
That last, not the
yeah.
blue people, but like the last
the
Airbender one.
Airbender, or
Yeah.
even, well, if you think about it, Transformers was because what they did.
Or even
they
Gem and the
hired-
Holograms
they
was done
hired
by
a
Japanese.
Yeah, they hired a Japanese art house, but then they literally were like, "All right, you're doing everything that's for us."
Yeah.
In America, instead they could have done the whole thing where they're like, "Look, we're gonna fly you out," but they're like, "Nah, come on, let's
Yeah.
not do that. We'll just hire the Japanese art house and you guys do it here."
Yeah.
And that's exactly it, right?
Those Koreans.
Koreans, how
Koreans.
dare you?
Oh, geez.
Hey,
there go.
you guys want to hear a fun
that's
story?
horrible. Oh my God. Here it goes.
So we were at a convention once. It was called Japan World Heroes, right?
Okay.
Japan World Heroes.
Japan
What
World-
does that
remember
invoke?
that.
What does that
What does that
invoke
mean?
to you?
What does that
Things
mean?
from the country of Japan
Okay,
and
good,
heroes from
okay,
Japan.
all right.
So me and
We're
Daniel are going to
following.
this convention together.
Okay.
He looks at me and he goes, "Hey, is this a Korean convention?"
Now.
Wait, what provoked this comment though?
Thank you. No, because across the street apparently they were doing something that had like all this, like it had like K-pop stuff and all this. So immediately that's why I thought when we were walking, I was like, so hey, is this a Korean convention? Because I didn't pay attention, and I just know that I'm coming here to work. That's what I knew. And then I looked across the street.
Red Phoenix, I liked your last tweet. That last tweet was on point. Look at this one. To anyone who messes with that hashtag show, don't come for me unless someone sends
Send for you? Yeah, seriously. Don't come for me unless I send for you. That's it. Oh, God.
This is good use of gifts. I like gifts.
Oh, God.
Yes.
Send them all.
Matter of fact, let's do that.
All the gifts.
Instead of writing things,
give me all the
send
gifts.
fun gifts and just totally.
It's way funnier.
Yeah, it's
like the image and the text. Like, oh, they're so fun. You immediately get it.
God.
There was I was in a Twitter argument. I don't remember with who.
With everyone all the time, man.
No.
Well, that's why I love Black Twitter, as they call it. Because it's like
I do get in
full of
Twitter
gifs.
arguments.
It's like
but there
back
was
and
one where
forth.
he tried to say something, and I used the CM Punk one where he's like, "Okay,
Okay,
sure."
there's- yeah.
And I got so mad. Anyway, the Korean world heroes, apparently, according to Daniel. Why did that invoke in your
I
mind?
told you once
Because
again,
K-pop.
across the street they had like something else going on. They
they had a Lego, or
no, they had,
like
they had a Lego thing,
convention.
and then next to it,
A Lego
they had,
convention?
No, stop. They had a Lego convention, and then after that, over there on another side, they had like this K-pop thing, and they were like, "Oh, this band and this band, and blah blah."
That was
And I
J-pop.
like,
J-pop though.
was it J-pop?
Yeah, it was J-pop.
No, they talked about BTS over there, and I was like, BTS.
I'm
K-pop.
pretty sure it was J-pop. It
I-
might have been a mixture of
BTS
both.
is
Well,
definitely
it would've been a mixture of
K-pop.
both.
Yeah, that's
but
K-pop.
they had BTS, and that's why I was like, "Oh, so this is Korean?" Well, that's all I was thinking. Like, oh, this is Korean.
And then I literally
And he was
looked
like,
at him,
He
and
looked
I-
at me like, "Wow."
Do you know where we're going today?
He's like, "There are no words." Dude.
Yeah, I looked at him and I was like, "It's called Japan World Heroes, dude." Like,
Yeah.
and then he was like,
"There was a banner before we walked in, Daniel," and it did say there was a banner. And he was like,
hilarious.
"There was a banner before we walked in." Wow. It was like, I'm sorry.
I
That's
can
all
see
I
like
can do.
they're serving like BBQ on this side, have some BTS on this side, and
Yeah,
then you walk
yeah,
into.
I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Oh, okay, that's what's going on. This is what's going on. This is what's hot in the streets right now. I get it. That's it. You know, that's what I thought." And then I was like completely wrong. So yeah.
But man,
I'll never live that down because there was a banner before we walked in there, and I should have saw it.
So let's get into some fun facts on this episode, guys. I love filling you guys in on these fun facts because
these are always the
a
coolest.
lot of times people don't know these things. But
No.
this is the final time Trini would ever be mentioned on Power Rangers outside of flashbacks and clip shows, with the postcard from the World Peace Conference
saying
to
that.
the Power Teens read out loud by Kimberly. Jason is also included as one of the senders, but he will return in Zeo, A Golden Homecoming. Zach is also included as one of the senders, but would later appear morphed in the Super Mega Force finale, Legendary Battle. Whether the Yellow Ranger in the same episode was Trini or Aisha was left unknown, though Karen Ashley originally stated was slated to appear in that episode. So a lot of people say that was Aisha instead of Trini in the Super Mega Force battle. We don't know. That is unconfirmed. Serpentera appears next in The Wedding Part 3, which I think we're going to get to just a little bit. Though not canon, the Zeo serial, the short number 12, has some unnamed citizens sharing Bulk and Skull's belief that the Power Rangers are aliens. Furthermore,
I believe it
That's
though.
true.
I
That's
would
right.
believe it, too.
I mean, it made sense.
Furthermore, said speculation is proven to have merit due to the later debut of the Rangers originating from other planets like Aquitar, Triforia, KO-35, a bunch of other planets, Miranoi.
Their powers themselves, everything about them is from another planet.
So this one's interesting. Now, this next fact is interesting. This episode is the lowest rated episode of the series on IMDb.
Really?
Completely the lowest rated episode. Yeah.
Interesting.
So no one likes Bookala. That's it.
They probably
I
thought it
mean,
was extremely weird.
okay.
Yeah.
Did you get a weird feeling between Billy and Bookala though, or they were like, "Oh, there's a connection between Billy, your best friend"? I was like, "Is this
But
foreshadowing
is
to
this
his
set in
marriage
this-
later?"
Yes, you know what
Yeah.
happens to him later,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, well, we kind of talked about it a little bit, but I was
Yeah.
like, is this the thing where he was like,
He's
you know, there's
connected
no
to
one on
aliens.
Earth that really for me. The Girl Scout didn't work out. The Swedish girl didn't work out. Aliens, that's where I'm gonna.
Yeah. He was like, well, you know what? Look, Earth just isn't where I'm hot
He
or
was
I'm
like,
interesting.
Bookala's the one that started it all. I feel like it
There
really
you go.
is.
That's what it was.
They had a really like.
He was looking for his Bookala.
Yeah.
That's what he was. You know what? That's it. I want to make a love show or a love story. He's going like, searching for my Bookala. That's what it was. And it's just Billy going throughout the universe looking for Bookala. Like, Bookala! Bookala! I wonder if he has like nightmares where it's just Bookala leaving. And it's just like, you know, he's like, Bookala!
But it's weird, right? There was like this weird sexual tension, and it was just like, and everyone else pointed it out too. And and he couldn't say goodbye.
Look at all these moments where it's just Billy and Bookala, and it's like
It's those delicious red lips, though. Those are very attractive.
And the great thing is, if you make a couple name for them, you don't really need to change it. You just
Hey,
call them Bookala. Billy and Bookala.
Shinkin Red. What is it? No, it's called Shinkin Red. Yes, 87. I'm gonna follow you back right now on hashtag shows. And I don't follow a lot of people on hashtag shows. Thank you. I follow you, my friend.
So bravo, congrats.
All right, I want to talk about this though, because there are also some errors in this episode. Adam, Billy, and Aisha morph sequence plays slightly out of order, with Billy morphing before Adam.
It's true, and the subtitles, when you have it on Netflix, it actually shows it out of order.
Yeah.
It's wrong.
After
I've
Aisha,
been learning to watch it with subtitles now.
after
because
Aisha's
it's all last
morph,
week.
a frame of Rocky's morph sequence could barely be seen.
Oh, yep, that's right. That's right. I did
While in
notice
the
that.
workshop, Aisha is working on a Hawaiian lei for no apparent reason.
Really?
Aisha would. Get out of here.
Once again, Aisha, you are showing us how useful you are.
When Billy blasts at the Weldo monster, his blade blaster, the word Zoo Ranger can clearly be seen on the blade blaster.
Oh.
Oh, jeez. Well, because they're using toys, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, they're
pretty
using
much,
toys.
pretty much.
They're not even props. They're just like, F it. We just have.
Yeah, you know what? It's so funny you say. No, actually, you bring up
That's
a great
true.
point. You
That's
bring up
what
a
they
great
do.
point.
Because the
Brendan
toys come
Mejia-
out. The toys come out way before the series
That's true,
starts.
yeah.
They come out like a few. I want to say a month probably before the series actually starts.
We were just with
'Cause that's
Brendan
when we
Mejia,
did the
and
Q-rated.
Brendan Mejia was showing us the Dino Charge morph. And I asked him, I was like, do they make props? Because Doctor Who is a great example.
Yeah.
You know Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Doctor Who, and with their sonic screwdriver, it's not the toy that you would buy.
Oh no,
Yeah.
They
no.
actually
It's a
make...
prop.
It's a metal. Prop.
It's a metal
make
prop.
it.
I mean, it's flimsy, and they make a lot of them,
yeah,
but it
that's-
is a metal prop that...
Well, I
that's
don't
not
think it's
a
metal
toy.
anymore.
Is it
You're
plastic
right, I
now?
think
Is
it
it
is plastic.
or
But
resin or
remember,
something?
because what's his name was the last one.
One of them
Yeah,
was
what
rubber
metal.
too, right?
Yeah.
Not recently been doing rubber.
Multiple, yeah.
Multiple.
They
Yeah,
have a
what's
bunch-
his name's
yeah.
Tenets was metal. And
But
I remember they talked
regardless,
about it
they're
way
props.
throughout
They're not plastic
Exactly.
toys.
But-
But Power Rangers, because I asked Brendan, I was like, so Toku Kid, thank you so much for your for the Dino Blaster. He gave us a Dino
yeah.
Blaster, and Brendan was messing with it, and he was like, man, this is the exact same one that we had on the show. And I was like, wow.
Wait a minute, Brendan, you just brought up something very interesting, and that's where it was like.
That is actually really.
He's like, that's the exact same one we had on the show. You're like, wait, so you guys had a toy? Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
So,
like,
so
you
the
said
show
very
is just
calm.
like, we don't even want to buy it. We get it for free, so we're just going to use
Well, the
these. And I was
Bandai
like,
Japanese toys are a little bit more accurate,
okay.
but at the end of the day, they're still toys.
Yeah,
You can clearly
yeah.
see they're toys.
But that kind of sucks though, because the size of them, like, if you happen to be like, let's say you just happen to be an adult that buys like toys or whatever, and you get it, and you're like, why is it so small? And then people have to remind you all the time that they're kids' toys, and you're like, I'm a man, But that it's just like, how does that work?
Guys, I wasn't
Why-
able to
is
sleep
everyone
last
small?
night because I had the worst attack of arthritis or something wrong with my hand.
Oh, jeez.
It was like messed up. I could sleep like 2 hours.
Well, you've been like.
Or you,
It might
Twitter
be
Wars?
this.
Yeah, I was like,
Twitter
you've
Wars?
been
Twitter
doing
Wars
a
is
lot-
this.
Oh,
Twitter
okay.
Wars is this,
Okay.
so he's been.
So
okay.
there's another error in this episode. It's unknown why Tommy doesn't summon the White Tiger Zord to assist in the battle
Right, it was
against the
just,
fake Booklet.
yeah, I thought that was weird too. I was like,
I
Tommy,
think-
what are you doing as leader of the Power Rangers? He's just like, you guys got this.
I think Tommy was just like, I don't like Booklet. Tommy, because the way it was, he was like, oh, really? So Billy is what you're interested in? Not me? You know what? Fine. He was like, that's it. I'm
But
gonna watch you guys
the
die
reason
today.
for this, Sentai-wise, is because Kiba Ranger has not been
Not been-
introduced
yeah,
yet.
that's right.
So that's the reason why. The Japanese toys are a lot better. Toku, I want to bring Toku on the show again because he has a lot of the Kamen Rider stuff, and you can tell the difference of the actual appearance of the toys. And
They're
stuff.
pretty
really?
dope.
Yeah,
They're
it's
pretty
pretty
dope.
good. It's pretty good. Okay, so what do you guys? First of all, before I get your guys' opinion, in the chat, what do you guys rank this episode?
Yeah, I wanna
let us
know.
know in the chat. We'll start with you. What do you rank this?
I don't know. I have a lot of mixed feelings about this. It's weird.
She's
It's
like,
weird,
I don't
but
know.
I like
It was
universe
weird. I
building.
laughed and stuff.
But I like
racism.
Billy. I like the Billy and the Bookala. I like that, you know, they still mentioned, like, Zach, Trini, and Jason are still at this peace conference. Like, they didn't just disappear. They still bring them up every once in a while. You know? And it's like...
Trying to hold on to that continuity.
Yeah, just a little bit. I was like, I like that little bit of extra effort. But also... some things like that continuity, but Zedd being like, I watch the Power Rangers just for fun every minute of their lives, but also I don't know what plan they're up to, even though they spoke it out loud and we're creating the spaceship and putting the little doll in it. And I won't let Goldar know just so I could yell at him later.
That voyeuristic sense of Rita and Zedd is kind of creepy to me.
But Zordon too. Zordon is like the
Zordon
viewing
too.
globe. You know when nothing's going on, Zordon's like, they're in the shower. Let's look at the viewing globe. I'm just having legs. I want to see some more.
Deadpool girl. I love that tweet. That is amazing. The New Day.
Oh.
Who?
Oh my
That's a
god.
good one. You guys
Y'all
are
are coming
great.
with heat. I love it.
I love you
it.
guys. You guys are so great. We have the best fans in the world.
Oh my god.
Daniel, our producer Daniel got me. He's like, "What are you guys doing?" All right, so let's talk about
That's what
what you
Twitter's
got.
made
What
for,
you
folks.
ranked it. What did you rank it? Oh, sorry, three.
Give it a 3.
For me, honestly, yeah, it was a 3 because it wasn't poop, but it wasn't like, oh my god, it's amazing. Give this episode an Emmy.
Man, I gotta give this a 3.5 because it's so weird.
It is really weird.
It's so bizarre.
Talking about it more, I'm like, I like it more and more the more we talk
as
about
you
it.
talk about it, you're just like, dang, okay. Yep, yeah, that's true. see, look at our producers doing the voyeuristic kind of quality, where you have to think about it. I didn't really think about it. Like everyone there,
Squat and Babu,
everyone
spy
that's
on
not,
Zedd,
everyone
Zedd
that's not
spies
a
on
ranger.
them.
And even,
is
you know what?
really
Yeah,
a
Squad and
spy.
Bamboo do spy on Zedd.
Through a people. They
have
have their own people
Yes.
to like spy on
I
them.
don't get it because Zedd knows who you are, and Zedd has not fired you, but yet I don't get that either. Like everyone else there, it's like, okay, you guys all have a purpose. Squat and Babu, he only employed them once, which was 2 episodes ago.
And all the other time they're looking through the people.
all
They
the
don't
other time,
do anything.
it's like, and Zedd has to know they're there because they're pretty loud. With, oh boy, oh,
That's a
watch out
really
there."
good squat.
Yeah, thank you. Right.
That is a really good squat.
That's how he does it.
You've never done it that
I've
well.
never done it that well, right?
It's really
That's what he
good.
is. You know, like they're really looking into everything, and they're always afraid of everything. So they're loud as I don't know what. And it's not like he's like, oh, I have to. Can you guys calm down for a moment? Having a conversation.
Well, your Lord Zedd's not that.
Zedd is not good at all.
Question that
Zedd
just
is
a
not
little
I
bit.
do a really good Lord Zedd. I am Lord Zedd. Look at me.
I don't know
That's
that.
spot on. I think you should be on. That's it.
You know,
I
you
don't
know,
I'm really good at impressions.
I don't know who said this. I think it might have been Jezzer told me this. He said that who would play a really good Rita in the movie would be Helena Bonham Carter.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, that's a given.
Yeah, she's doing great,
man.
right?
Because she's weird and wacky and like, oh man, she would bring.
And over the top when
Yeah.
needed. Like
But the
anybody
problem
that's
is-
seen her witch in Big Fish.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you would get the character.
Oh,
But the
that's
problem
so
is,
good.
if she does it, she's gonna try to employ her now ex-husband.
Tim Burton.
Tim Burton.
Tim Burton.
Dude, a Tim Burton Power
She's
Ranger movie went out.
she's
It's
still,
terrible.
she still is that kind of person that's like, look,
We work
I don't
together
want
so well.
Yeah, you know, I made more money than him, I think, so I don't want to have to pay alimony.
But then
So
we'll
if
have
you can
like
give him a
Danny
job-
Elfman music in that too. Can you imagine Power? And like, and it'll be so weird.
That doesn't sound good when it's swinging a sword with that kind of.
But imagine like the monsters coming out. It's like really whimsical music, and it's like, wait, what?
Yeah,
I kind of want this. I would go watch it for all the reasons.
I think we just pitched.
Would you watch a Power Ranger musical?
Yeah.
You would?
Yeah.
Would you?
I would definitely go to see it because if it's a failure, it's
Well,
going to be great.
get ready for Power Rangers Zeo because there is a musical episode.
Oh, come on!
We'll get there in about 37 years.
Excellent.
Oh, well, great.
Now we'll get there. I mean, now I was thinking about the math. We do 3 episodes a week roughly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, we'll get there a lot faster than I thought we were going to.
Cool. All right.
And I swear to you, like, and I might take heat. And a lot of you fans out there know I did a rant about this yesterday. A lot of people that like the original Mighty Morphin, that's perfectly fine. But I feel like those people haven't scratched the surface with Power Rangers. And like once you get to Zeo, the storytelling is more complex. But it's the characters. Like, the character Tanya has more character development in 3 episodes than Aisha does her whole duration of the show.
See, dude, I cannot wait 2 years.
And
from now
Adam
when
is
we get to-
incredible in that.
2 years.
See, I
from
And
now
really
when
like
we get to
Adam.
RPM.
Rocky's just like a dumb guy that they're like, oh, Rocky. Like,
Oh,
it gets good. I love
But
it.
it would be
I'm
scary
excited.
if we find out later actually Rocky's experienced some trauma, and it's like to the head or something, and that's been the whole problem the whole time. Like, what? Like, it would make
it gets really dark.
It's really dark, where they're like, actually, the whole time Rocky was suffering from a concussion that happened while he was fighting. You're like, like, oh, it got so dark.
Wow, this was fun.
Yeah, right. You're like, oh, jeez. Improperly diagnosed, like, you know, you're like, geez, Alpha, were you not paying attention?
Let's move on to
Like,
our.
I didn't know.
Let's move on to our next episode, Forever Friends. Now, originally, our producer Daniel Nagami thought it was Friends Forever. He is mistaken. It is called Forever Friends.
Forever Friends.
Daniel, why don't you give us, or either one of you, why don't you just give us a quick rundown of what the story was?
Aisha had a best friend at Stone Canyon High.
By the way, Aisha did drop her best friend pretty quick for Kim.
Really quick. And Kim dropped Trini just as quick for Aisha.
But I'm like, dude, Stone Canyon's not far, apparently. Yeah. And I'm like, so what happened? Her friend had to be like, hi, is Aisha home?
And just what she
like,
says.
No, never.
I called you. You never pick up. You never call me back. And I was like, damn, you know, Kim and Aisha they really should be best friends.
I'm like,
dude,
for each other. But there are no.
DDT cosplay, get on that Twitter war, bro. I love DDT cosplay.
There were no cell phones. They weren't using them.
Yeah,
that
definitely.
much. So, when you're calling Aisha, you're calling home. Her mom or dad had to pick up,
hey,
right?
you know, your best friend Aisha called today.
Yeah, like, you don't give any messages. Maybe they didn't like her either.
Or Shauna, like, you know, Shauna's calling Aisha, and Aisha's parents are like, I'm so glad you dropped Shauna.
Oh yeah,
Screw her. We don't like her.
Congratulations, girl. You just moved up.
Yeah.
upgrade. Like, it's just like, what? Poor Shauna.
It was a weird thing.
But Shauna was totally a bitch about it.
Well, if you
rightfully
just got
so.
If you got dumped
For
no reason.
Rightfully so.
I think rightfully so.
They know each other since first grade. They're in high school, and Aisha just dumped her.
That in a reality show, that's called tricky editing. Like, she was probably really in the clear of like, you know, I'm happy to see Aisha. And she stood her up. It's like, hey, why are you so mad at me? It's like, you're about 4 hours late.
Yeah, it's like reality shows when they do the editing that way, and they're like, oh my god, now all of a sudden she's like a horrible person, and you're like, oh okay, well I'm perfectly fine with it, and I'm glad that you ghosted her, because that's what she did.
Definitely.
She ghosted her.
Yeah.
Ghosting, if you guys don't know, that's when you just
Have you been accused of ghosting ever? I have. 100%.
I've been accused of ghosting, and I know when I am ghosted, what I like to do, I send the person a ghost emoji and nothing else.
That's
like,
cute.
I'll try to talk to you. If you don't respond, I'll give it a week. I'll give it 2, and then out of nowhere, I just send you a ghost emoji.
Like a little boo.
I'm not gonna lie.
And then that person's like, damn, you're really calling me out. Like, I can't even say anything about it.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey. And they always go that, hey.
You ghost people?
Like, okay,
you ever
good.
ghosted anyone? We got a super chat. Damn, that Twitter world showing no mercy.
Thanks, Larry.
That's right. We're here.
Ghost people?
We're here to just have fun.
I've warned people if I'm gonna ghost them though.
So you tell them, hey, I'm gonna ghost you.
Dang! Oh my god!
Well, it's like if you keep annoying me or if you keep trying to text me and I've already said no. Like mostly like dating situations.
Yeah, dating situations, right?
But I'm just like, I've already said no, and if you keep pressing it, I'm just not gonna respond.
I've been called out on that stuff.
Have you ever had it where you don't give them a warning? You're just like,
I always give them a warning because like I wouldn't want to get ghosted on. So like I do the courteous thing of like I told you once.
Matter of fact, you just remind me. I have to text somebody.
Because you've been ghosting them for 3 years.
Not 3 years, but about a month and a half. When was Junior's birthday?
Oh! I know exactly what's happening. I know what's happening.
I know. I forgot though. It's not. It's
dude,
not
you know what you should do? Send them the ghost emoji.
No, she's not ghosting me.
No, I'm saying be proactive. You let them know.
She's cool. It's just she was. Forget. I'm not going to get into this.
Cool.
Anyway, let's talk about this episode.
You may get that
if
Shauna
she's
face.
Watching, then I'm fucked.
You may get that Shauna face. She may be giving you that face right there. That's right above us.
This one. Oh my god! Ah, a ghost!
A ghost! There you go. That's me. I will send that emoji in a second. If I feel like I told you I'd wait the 2 weeks, and I'm just like, I'll just send you the ghost emoji, no words, because I've had the conversation most likely with you already, where I talk about ghosting, and boom, I'll send it, and they're like, oh.
Jezer probably, sorry, Layla, Jezer probably hasn't said something because I think he's with Migdalia right now.
But,
I don't know what they're doing. They're just hanging out.
No, he's at a wedding or something.
With Migdalia? Okay.
Getting married? Yeah, I don't know. Las Vegas is beautiful this time of year.
But yeah, back to this episode. Yes. Did you think it was weird that Zedd's grand scheme was like, let's kidnap Kimberly and Shauna, and that'll break up the Power Rangers?
I don't know
what is going on with the writing.
That's worst case snenario. That's worst case scenario for Aisha. That's like your ex and your current.
Yeah, that's true.
But the thing is, it's like for Aisha, it's kind of like, well, okay. And now I'm going to have to pick. And of course, I'm going to pick Kimberly. I don't like Shauna anymore. So I'm going to worry about Kimberly. But the thing is, how is that... Shauna being included has nothing to do with the Power Rangers, Zedd. I don't know if you understand how relationships work.
David, I got to give you 100% props because he just said a John Cena quote, which I love.
Which was?
It's called a promo, kid. If he wants to be the big dog, he better learn how to do one.
Yeah, that's it. It's true. He's not saying anything back.
Like he responded to you.
Oh yeah, he did, and then I responded right back.
So I did get into a Twitter war with. I don't care. I got into a Twitter war with somebody from Variety, and I legit said, "Hey, your time is up. Our time is now. You can't see me. Our time is now." They got so mad. But hey, John Cena, you got the quotes, bro.
It's true.
My God.
Johnny Parker. Hold on. Let's see what Johnny Parker has to say.
I love it. I love it.
Hey, Johnny Parker, what's up, man?
What's up, Joe?
You're live on the air right now.
What, on Retro?
Yeah.
Tell everybody said, hey, someone said Jason's better.
Jason, he said Jason's better. You're wrong. Well, you're wrong.
No.
But what's going on, buddy?
Yo, my boy who does the websites is down to meet tonight. You free? About 9 o'clock?
Yeah, I got it. Well, a little after 9. I have the Star Wars show first. This is really like all on the air right now. This is candid as it gets. But call me back in like about it'll be after 9 o'clock.
For sure. Well, I'll let him know. All right, bye.
Later.
Bye.
Look at that. Look at that. That's how business gets done, guys. Anyway, let's get back to this episode because the truth is I actually did like this episode. And the reason why is because I think it was important to see one of either Adam, Rocky, or Aisha's friends.
To know that they had friends outside of the three of them.
Right, which is kind of weird to me, too, because how did all three of them move from Stone Canyon?
They all moved simultaneously.
And also, when we eventually get to, because it's so weird, because, are we not there yet? Is she living with Kim yet?
No, she's
Okay.
not.
No.
Spoiler alert, but it's going to get weird, because Aisha ends up living with Kim.
Okay.
Then Kim leaves, and then apparently Kat ends up living with Aisha?
Yeah.
It's like really strange.
Is it like a sorority house?
No, it's not. And it's weird high school.
It's Kim's mom's place.
Oh.
Because
Well, maybe she's
remember, because
just
Kim's dad
left
her parents
and
are
divorced. Well,
left.
they bring it up like kind of every time.
Yeah.
Whenever
Left.
Kimberly's like, I have problems. My parents are divorced.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's always it. Every time she's like, I have problems. She's just, my parents are divorced. You're like, wow, you're going to play that card again?
But then also you can't say anything. You're like, yeah, that is kind of messed up.
I'm trying to be that person where it's like, oh my God, here she goes playing that card again. Every time.
Let's get into some fun facts. I mean, there's not a ton of fun facts for this episode, but there are a couple. This is the only appearance of Shauna, who would never be seen or mentioned from on the show again. Alyssa Ann Smego, later known by her married name Alyssa Bigelow, is the actress who played Shauna. Suffered for many years with mental illness and committed suicide on October 5th, 2013 at the age of 38. That went dark, and I did not expect that, actually. I did not expect to say that. Rest in peace, actress that played Shauna.
Yeah.
Jeez. I don't know if I want to talk about this.
This is that went really dark. I didn't expect that turn.
Yeah, especially
That was,
mental health being in the news. So
I really should
like,
prep for this show a little
Yeah,
bit
I didn't know
before we
that.
do this.
Well, I mean, see, this is what happens when Aisha is a bitch to you.
When
Wow,
anyone
that's-
is, don't be a bully.
Footage of Jaws of Destruction fight can be seen in lights camera action, even though it airs on a different episode, predated this one nearly 2 weeks ago. So remember when we did the episode about Harvey Garvey?
Yeah.
So elements of this episode are in that episode, and this actually comes after it.
That's weird.
Oh yeah, I remember
Remember
when
we
you
talked
talked
about
about
that.
it.
We
You said
talked
there are
about that.
moments that you'll see later where Aisha mentions something, and you're like, huh, what? And then it brought up the fact that in that episode, they in their flashbacks they call each other by the names, and it's like, well, the audience can't see the flashbacks, so what's happening here during that time where they're telling the story? Are they telling the story exactly like that, or what are they doing? It was so much.
Now, we do have some errors in this episode, as we do in most. Tommy, but not a lot, so good job on you producers. Tommy contacts Alpha to teleport Shauna out of the cave. In replying, Alpha calls Tommy by name, despite the fact Shauna is standing right next to him and could presumably hear the communicator. Now, the Rangers use jetting during this episode for no known reason, as unlike in previous use of the Rangers all knew exactly where they were going. So, those are the two small ones that happened in this episode. Nothing huge.
But even the jetting, how does Bulk and Skull know what jetting is? They're like, we're gonna make these rocket packs to be like the Power Rangers so we can jet.
So we can
Does
jet.
everyone
I was
know
like,
the Power Rangers' lives? Like,
Yeah,
or do they give interviews all the time of like, hey guys,
There was-
this is what we do.
Oh,
and
Red
this
Phoenix
what
is
it's
right.
called.
Kim does move in with Aisha after the whole France thing.
Oh, okay.
We'll get there.
But there's no Twitter. There's no
Right? It's
Facebook
only-
for them then. And yet everyone does know about like jetting and everything like
Like,
that.
why would they call it jetting? Why would they like, whoa, Power Rangers can fly?
Yeah,
that's
it.
crazy.
Yeah, like when did they hear the Power Rangers say, "Oh, guys, let's use our jetting abilities"? And they're like, "Oh, I heard it." Let me,
I always
write that
thought the
down."
White
Jet
Ranger
away.
suit looks so cool.
It
Like,
is cool.
It is. The
it's just
black,
because it's so
gold, and
different.
white.
It also doesn't have like the lips
Yeah.
on the
for
mouth,
sure.
which
Oh,
I
yeah.
like. I
That's
really
true.
liked, and just that helmet, man. That
It's-
classic gold, black, and white looks
It's
so
such
good.
a good color scheme.
Well, it is. It's a great color scheme, and it is.
We got on
one
super
of the
chat,
best
guys. Oh my God, the actress Shauna committed suicide. When and how was this first reported? I don't know if we're the first ones reporting.
Yeah, I don't know.
We're
if
not.
we're supporting it because it's in like the zeitgeist of Power Rangers.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're not the first reporting it, but yeah, I didn't know that. That's so weird.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
If you
change
ever
the
have
subject
issues,
because
there's hotlines
there
that you
are,
can
there
call.
are.
Like
That's
you are
very
never
true.
alone. You never have to deal with this on your own. There's always someone you can talk to.
Yeah, not only that, but I know that David Yost went through a tough time in his life when he came out as
yeah.
being gay. Actually, that's one of the main factors why he ended up leaving the show. Because I guess he was getting bullied for that.
That sucks.
Especially in the
Well,
in the mid-90s.
Like back in those days, though, that was a
on,
big
man,
thing.
that
Like
was- yeah.
gay
It was a big
was like
taboo.
a big slur too. Just to when you're, want to talk. You're not like you're stupid. It's like you're gay was the thing to say.
Yeah, that's true, right?
It's very true. Like people say, like oh, blah blah, I don't like this, and like, you're gay, or they,
yeah.
they say the F word, like,
Yeah.
and you're like, whoa.
And
now?
the F word is such a taboo word, but I mean,
It
let's be
is.
real. When we were kids,
Yeah,
it was thrown around
it
quite
was thrown around all
frequently.
Yeah.
the time. It was like a guy thing to do, and you'd say it. But then now you look at it, you're like, wow, like
Times have
you wouldn't-
changed.
Yeah,
You get-
times have changed.
Oh,
so
your
much,
boy
I wouldn't
Kendrick
imagine.
Figures is working on a rap for us.
Oh yeah,
I guess.
I was saying, I told him it would be so dope if he actually did.
By
one.
the
He
way, I
was like,
love
yeah,
that
I'm
name,
going to.
Kendrick Figures.
It sounds like an actual
Like that's
rap
such a
artist.
cool name. I don't know if that's his real name or not,
Oh,
but
no,
it's
no,
a
no.
dope name.
Hold on, you gotta go to Instagram
Kendrick
for
Figures. I
his-
really like it.
for his name.
David Yost. Yeah, Trevor Project. Let's talk about that real quick because this did not turn into an episode. Wasn't supposed to be an episode about that. But if
Figs. Oh well, it's Figs the Goat is what he
Figs
goes
the Goat.
by on Instagram.
if you ever are going through any kind of suicidal thoughts or anything like that, you can always reach out to the Trevor Project. They're always there for you. He looks cool. I am not qualified to handle that. Actually, none of the three of us are.
No,
to be honest with
we're
you.
not.
no.
But somebody is, and just know there's always somebody to listen.
Yeah, there are hotlines and people actually are willing to listen and they're there to help and they'll be there when unfortunately no one else can be. And the thing is, with that, don't look past those people that are there for you because the friend that calls you all the time that you feel is bothering you because they're just saying, hey, what are you doing? What's going on? That's the friend that cares. That's the friend that you should look into possibly sharing with. So remember, don't ever think that you are alone because the truth is you're possibly not always alone. There's always someone that's willing and able to speak to you. And if you don't feel it's someone that's close to you, you don't feel it's a friend, you don't feel it's a coworker, you don't feel it's family, there are hotlines and they will talk to you and they'll help you through.
He is right. Oh, great. You got that up
There you
there
go.
right
See,
there.
there you
Yeah,
go.
that was fast, man. Trevor Project. Go check it out. We're big advocates here of it.
Oh, definitely.
So check it out. But back to this episode. Yes. Man, what a somber thing. I didn't expect that to end
Yeah,
on.
I didn't. Also, speaking of the Trevor Project, like you said, David Yost is a big proponent of it. The thing is, David Yost is just a really nice guy. Like, he went to Daniel...
According to who?
Well,
His
he
birthday-
went to Daniel's house. He went to Daniel's according to the reality of him being a nice guy. He went to Daniel's house
for his birthday, and Daniel was giving for a charity.
Exactly, like,
to
dude,
children's-
like, I'm like,
children's
David
hospital.
Yost, we know you're always at a con, you're always doing something, blah, blah. He was like, oh, I'm going to come down, and I want to go ahead and do it. I was like, whoa!
That was amazing.
That was so dope. And I was like, oh, wow, that's really nice. You
Like
know?
it deserves it. He was doing something great for other people. On
You know
his
what? I
birthday.
really
Oh, yeah.
respect the hell out of Daniel Diaz. And
Yeah.
you guys don't know who he is, but you can follow him. I think his Twitter is Autistic Blue Ranger. I could be wrong.
I think it is. I think it still is.
And his Instagram might also...
Hawthorne.
It might be like...
It's
Actually,
Hawthorne
it could be
Baby.
also Hawthorne Baby, I believe.
Yeah.
It's Hawthorne Baby, I think, on Instagram.
But maybe his Twitter's Autistic Blue
I think
Ranger,
his
is that
Twitter
right?
is- Yeah.
Go follow him. Check him out. He does... I mean, I was here with him when he did a charity drive for kids for his birthday. I was here the whole day, pretty much with him, just collecting toys. But the kid works his ass off, and he really tries to embody what Power Rangers were. Now, I can't say what Power Rangers are, mainly because the Ninja Steel Rangers aren't necessarily the charitable ones that we saw in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Right.
Every season's different. But he's trying to embody the original Power Rangers, which I kind of really dig.
Definitely.
So go give him a follow and give him some support. And by the way, congratulations. He just graduated from El Camino College. So congratulations
he's going
to
out of
you,
state, man,
Daniel
for college.
Diaz.
I'm gonna miss this guy. Gonna miss him. He's going to Arizona.
He's a good kid too. And you know, he reminds me so much of Billy from the movie. More so than the actual Billy from the TV show.
Definitely.
But he's a good kid. Go follow him. Go check him out. Wrapping these 3 episods up, overall, I don't think these are the most stellar 3 episodes we've gotten.
No, actually, this is a kind of a downhill.
Especially with like the new Rangers, you would think they would put a little more extra into writing.
Apparently, this Shauna character,
yes.
this Shauna person, she had her own internet-based cooking show.
What?
Apparently.
What? That's insane. Wow.
But yeah, not a ton going on here, really, storyline-wise. It didn't really advance any plots. I mean, did it really develop any of the Rangers further? Maybe, we know that Aisha, I guess, had a friend.
Yeah. It's nice to know that other people like her.
Yeah, you know what's funny, though?
As much as we don't.
Last week, I wish we could have pulled it so quick, but last week you said the next episodes we're going to watch, nothing happens. You said that. I remember it, and I was like, nah. Joe said it probably because he didn't like the episodes. Nothing
It's
happened.
true, though.
Nothing happened.
Nothing happens, yeah.
Nothing.
For anyone.
Yeah, it was just like, meh. I mean, we found out that, Billy's got a thing for aliens.
Yeah,
I mean,
that was like probably the most exciting thing for me.
that's
Where I was
the
like,
only
oh,
foreshadowing.
foreshadowing.
That was the only foreshadowing we knew, that Billy has a fetish for aliens. So, I mean, hey, Billy fetishizes aliens.
Well, it's interesting that I mean, honestly, it is a little bit of not only foreshadowing, but how much Billy disconnects with humanity, which I think is a deeper thing. Because if you look at Billy's character from the original series of Mighty Morphin, he was likable, but he was very hard for the other Rangers to connect with. Yeah. I think Kimberly probably got him the most, ironically enough, because those two were polar opposites out of the whole team.
Weird.
Trini also got him a lot too, I should say.
Trini did.
Yeah.
But
Kimberly is the one that made picnics for him, and I'll tease him about the fish. But I mean, in general, like she's really nice to Billy.
She made a picnic to tease him.
Kind of.
She did.
But it didn't really seem that he, and it's going to be interesting too, because once we do get to Zeo, the only Rangers that are really from that OG era that Billy would know is Tommy. And I would always thought that Tommy and Billy are they're the odd couple. However, their friendship kind of flourishes, and it's kind of like unexpectedly.
That is weird. I kind of do like it when shows put together the least compatible characters.
And Billy, and definitely Billy and Tommy, especially right now, you would. I mean, all right, let's. And I want to ask the chat this: out of all 6 Rangers that we currently have in this right here, season 2, who do you think are the 2 closest friends, and which 2 are the most disconnected?
Well, Kimberly and Aisha made that
closest?
bond immediately.
Yeah, and
they have very similar.
So I would say Rocky and Adam.
I was gonna say that, but the thing is, from these 3 episodes
You
and the
don't see
episodes
them
prior,
really act in
Yeah,
that.
you don't. After when they got introduced together,
Yeah,
they're kind of just.
after that, they're just like, oh, all right, man. I'll see you when I see you, and they don't really hang out too much.
Adam's the one I feel like trying to do the most to be like, hey, Kimberly, Scavenger Hunt, I'm glad I'm on your team. Like really trying to support her, trying to like talk to all the other ones. But
And Kimberly kind of like, yeah, whatever, Adam. So Tommy, like that's really what it feels like to me.
take a picture of me.
Yeah, it's just like,
That's in the car.
yeah, that's
Let's
great.
go.
Tommy, take a picture.
Yeah.
So which 2 did you feel are the most disconnected?
Oh man.
I would say Tommy and Aisha.
Yes.
I can see that.
Yes.
It feels like if Tommy and Aisha were in a room together, they would have nothing to say to each other.
Yeah.
Conversation. So,
What an awkward episode that would be. I'm not the only one that thinks that, probably. I would say Rocky and Adam are the closest, as far as not so close, Tommy and Aisha.
See? So, you're a Power Ranger. Yeah. And
They would probably just talk about Kimberly. So I heard you went
Yeah,
shopping with
that would be
Kimberly
it.
yesterday.
That'd be it.
Maniac says closest, Kim and Aisha. Disconnected, Tommy and Aisha.
There you go.
Everyone thinks that. Yeah, because I can only imagine he's like, so Aisha, what's your last name? I don't think
I know. She's like, are you serious? And he's like, yeah, I don't.
It's almost like that scene in the movie where Becky G playing Trini's like, we've been in the same class for like 2 years. You're like, oh, really? Like, I didn't know.
I've saved your life 5 times. 5. He's like, what?
Oh,
really?
awkward.
Wow. I thought you just joined the team yesterday. I didn't like that.
He like goes up and just calls her Trini. It's like, wait, what?
I guess Maniac said there is a PSA with just Aisha and Tommy. So there's that DDT cosplay. You were amazing.
Oh my God,
I love that one. I love that one.
All of these ones are amazing.
Toku Kid is really good too. I like that.
Those are so good. Those are so good. Oh, and just let it. Is he responding at all? Is he just? He's gone quiet.
He thought Tuka Kid was like serious. It's hilarious. All right, so yeah, I would say, funny enough, I would say the ones that sparked the closest friendship so fast, obviously Aisha and Kimberly, but also Tommy and Adam. Then like Tommy and Adam are like gonna get really close. Yeah, and I feel like that's gonna carry on eventually.
That kind of makes sense because both of them are like, you know, they're really good. They're really good at what they do. Like,
I think that's going to do it for us this week on the Retro Ranger Wrap-Up. Man, these 3 episodes may not have been good, but they were definitely fun to talk about.
Yeah.
So I can't wait till next week. Because actually next week we have a single episode and then a 2-parter. So it's going to get interesting.
All right.
And spoiler alert, we do get, in the 2-parter, it's when they get turned back into kids.
Ooh, how fun.
But not then. But those kids do carry on to season 3 actually.
Oh wow!
So it's going to be quite interesting. I'm excited to talk to you guys about that. You guys have been amazing in the chat. DDT cosplay, Toku, Layla, Red Phoenix.
Oh man!
All of you guys on Twitter that have been killing it. Kendrick, you're awesome too. Funny K Comics, Maniac. I can't thank you guys enough. You guys really came to our support.
Oh, no way.
You guys did what
Kendrick Figures is his real name.
Oh, Kendrick Figures is your real name.
That is
That's one of the
really
coolest
cool name.
names.
You have one of the best names ever in existence. Your name is just, it just rolls off.
You go
like
thank your
Kendrick
parents.
Figures.
You go thank your parents for
that
like...
is dope. Man, Kendrick Figures.
But guys, we are
Yo.
going to see you all next week. Where can everybody find you guys on social media?
I'm LT on Instagram, right here.
Right there. I'm Battlestar Galactica on Instagram.
And you can get a
right
shirt
there.
on
You
T
can
Public,
get my Battlestar Galactica shirt on.
which he's
TeePublic.
never actually worn.
Well, no, I didn't want to do it yet because I wanted to, like, you know, hey, somebody else, they're going to get it, send me a picture. I'm like, oh, this is dope. And then here, I'll wear it on this.
Your shirt
But
sold.
You guys, yeah, I saw it. I'm like, come on. But fine, I'll just put it on. I'll put it on next week.
Every week.
Every week?
One
I was
every
thinking
color.
about that.
Every
I
color.
was thinking that. I was like, okay, if I get the red, if I get the yellow, if I get the blue, maybe then I can just, like, you know. Like,
Yeah.
I don't, but I was like, I would love to wear black on the rep for Adam, but black on, it's weird.
Get the what? Can you do it with a white print?
I could. I was maybe I'll do a baseball tee.
Ooh,
'Cause this way
yeah.
it's like, so
You can find me on that hashtag Joe on all social media and check out Screen Rant this week because I have interviews with the Ant-Man and the Wasp cast.
Ooh,
so go and check that out.
cool.
Guys, thank you so much for coming to our defense. Thank you guys so much for everything you do. We look forward to seeing you at Angel Grove Prom and Power Morphicon 2018. But you can hit that like, share, and subscribe button to stay up to date with everything trending.
In geek pop culture. Bye.